You know, I have both a long and short history with Castlevania. The only Castlevania game I've ever really played was the first one on the NES. I owned it as a kid, and as much as I have fond memories of it, I have even more memories of frustration. I don't think I ever even made it past the first fucking level in that game. Now later on, when I was a little bit older, I gave the game another shot and made it a little bit further. But as far as I was concerned, making it past that first level was the end of my Castlevania quest, and so I moved on. Now there aren't a lot of big video game series that I haven't at least given a shot, but Castlevania happens to be one of them. So I figure we'll give it another go around. But this time, start with one that many people consider the best of the series, Castlevania IV for the Super Nintendo. Now first things first, just look at this box art. Does it not give you a fucking erection just looking at it? I know what you're saying. I'm talking about the general awesomeness of it. You got a fucking badass jumping in the air about to whoop somebody's ass. You got some goddamn swamp hydra spraying out the wall. You got Medusa in the bottom corner ready to turn your ass to stone. A skeleton that looks like he's surfing. And a fucking jackass on the ground staring up at all this manliness. Everything about this piece of art makes massive amounts of blood rush to my penis. Now with all this awesomeness going on here, there's no way the game could disappoint. Right? Well, guess what? It totally doesn't disappoint at all, bitches! Yeah! The opening scene tells you everything you need to know. Every 100 years, the forces of good begin to weaken, and the power of Dracula begins to revive himself. The Belmont family has always thwarted his actions, and once again, Simon Belmont is called upon to destroy Dracula with only his whip and courage. Then, all of a sudden, a fucking lightning bolt explodes the gravestone, and Dracula's sorry ass escapes. Let's get the basics out of the way. There are 11 levels of platforming action here. Your main weapon is a whip that can be upgraded when you hit candles and shit. There are also secondary items that you can use, but only one at a time, which include a knife, cross, axe, clock, potion, and probably some other stuff that I'm forgetting. You and your enemies have a health meter, and the only way to refill yours is by eating turkey legs and shit, which are hidden in various objects like walls, candles, and places like that. It's the protein. It's the protein that refills my health. Each level is filled with tricky ass jumps that will kill you, or shit falling on your head that will also kill you. Every level except for level 5 has a boss fight, and Jesus Christ can they get hard as fuck. You're going to be dying a lot in these battles, but eventually you'll figure out a pattern to beat them. The bosses themselves are pretty sweet too. You got ones like Medusa with no nips, the Mummy, Frankenstein, a fucking dragon monster, and Death himself, just to name a few. The music in this game is gonna make your fucking penis ejaculate everywhere. Now, unlike the original Castlevania I remember playing as a kid, the controls in this game are damn near perfect. So if you die, it's probably because you fucked up. It's kind of like walking down your back porch and falling into a trash can. I only have myself to blame. Unlike the first game, which is like a trash can getting thrown into your face. Then I can blame the trash can. Simply put, the controls are fucking perfect. The last level in this game, which is Stage B oddly enough, is a motherfucking gauntlet of 4 bosses. A dragon with a spear who is hard as fuck, a dragon monster guy who is hard as fuck, a guy who looks like Death himself who is hard as fuck. Then it's up the stairs for the crescendo to the symphony of pure fucking manliness, Dracula himself. Now you're gonna die a few times before you figure out what to do, but Dracula is beatable. Avoid the floating fire faces, whip or throw a cross in his face, avoid the lightning shooting down on you, and eventually Dracula's ass will be vanquished once again. Super Castlevania IV is simply a perfect game. It produced in me an erection so hard a diamond would be jealous. And when the music made me ejaculate, if Peter North saw it, he would stand in shame. Acts of manliness are not witnessed very often in this world. So when they are, it's special. This game is a true vision of that. Manliness, of the finest example. Evil rising above good. Dedication. Duty to fight evil because you are the only one who can. Courage. Balls. And victory. That is Castlevania IV.